Every day I wake up at 6 a.m. and then I go to work and work until about 2:30. Then I go to the skate park and try to skate for a little bit. And then I go home and work all the way until I go to bed. Now, I feel like ever since I started working a lot, my progression in skating slowed down. And when you're growing up skating, all you care about is skating and you just want to get better and do as many tricks as you can. That's how you are when you grow up skating. You just want to skate all the time. Now, my progression slowed down, but I've always wanted to do one trick, and that's back nose blunts. I first saw back nose blunt, I was like, oh my god, that's incredible. That's like the highest level of skateboarding is a back nose blunt to me. For some reason, like growing up skating, you see someone do a trick that you're so amazed with, you just don't even think like there's ever a possibility you could do it. And to me, that's what this trick is. And then I would go to try and I would just give up. And because I'd either be scared or I was just like that whole barrier in my head of, oh, this is a trick that I've always wanted to do, how am I going to do this? When I grabbed my camera, I don't know what it is, when I grabbed my camera I was like, oh, I'll make a video out of it because I want to try to fill in the space in between the shoe reviews on my channel. I really want to be able to make stuff that I can look back at later and be like, yeah, I was able to do that. Like this trick being one of those things where it's like, oh wow, I never thought I'd be able to do that trick, but I documented the whole thing, so that's kind of cool. Once I grabbed my camera and started filming everything, it became so much easier to focus on just doing that one thing. Being a skateboarder and just skateboarders in general is like, if they set something in their head, or if I set something in my head that I want to do, I'm not gonna stop until I can do it. And then even when I don't do it, I still go back to do it. One day I tried it, I don't know, I got there like 3, and then I left like when the sun went down around like 8. I went through like 2 batteries. I felt super close on like one, and that one that I felt so close to gave me so much drive to try to do it the next 50. Like, really wasn't that close, but in my head was super close. It's like weird, it's like almost like there's this one piece of me that's trying the trick, and then there's another piece of me that's like kind of in the back seat, like saying like, yeah, you got this, like clapping, you know, like, yeah, you can do it, yeah, you can do it, you know. The me in the back seat was looking at me doing it, and he's like, yo, you're drooling and you're having a hard time, maybe you should stop. But then me on the outside is like, nah, I'm gonna keep going, you know. So it's really weird once you get past a certain point of trying something, you just keep going at it. Or I just keep going at it. At least with this one for sure. I just would be drooling, like shooting snot out of my nose, and just like keep pushing myself to a point where I'm just like, God, maybe you should just try it tomorrow, but I don't want to wait till tomorrow to do it.
Look at this. What is that? It's like a wiener.
One of the times I went, Mike was there, my friend Mike. And thank you, Mike, a lot for filming. I love you. You're the best. I've tried it over 10 days in the past month. I've tried it. And I know that I've tried it at least 100 times each time. So that's at least 1,000 tries. So that's how I got my title. It's really funny because like growing up skating, you don't really realize it, but the amount of times you fall and everything makes everything else feel a lot less impactful, like in your life. Like when you fall skating so much, it doesn't really make everything else in your life hurt. It makes it just like whatever, and it kind of gives you a different perspective on your life. But I remember this day that I started trying, I remember thinking to myself, like, oh my god, this is taking me forever. Am I ever going to be able to do it? And having that, like, self-doubt was so annoying. I had to completely just, like, literally tell myself to shut up in my head just so that way I could be able to feel like I'm able to do it in my head. I literally would just tell myself over and over again, this isn't hard, just do it. This isn't hard, just do it. And the whole thought of that made me completely just jump on every single try and not feel scared. Because when I started, I was scared to try. And at this point, there was no fear of trying. There was just the, I'm doing this, and that's it. So the last time I started trying it, I was getting pretty close. And then I distinctly remember I kept telling myself every single try, I was like, okay, you're never going to be able to do this ever again. You know, like obviously, like, I could try it again, but like in my head I was mentally trying to make myself think like, this is your absolute last try and you're never gonna be able to try this again. This is it. You have to do it right here. And honestly, those were the closest ones. And it was weird because like I would say that to myself, like not only trying to just say it to myself, but I like legit was like trying to make myself completely believe that it was my last time ever being able to try it. And when I actually got to a point where I completely believed that this is your last chance to try it, like you're not going to try it again, it worked out. I was just super happy. I don't know. It's a weird, like, euphoric feeling that you get when you roll away from something that you've been trying for so long. Subscribe to my channel so you can go ahead and see more shoe reviews and more videos of me trying stuff. And that's it.